Hi guys, DJJ101 here, and I found an article on 9to5Mac that I want to share with you guys tonight that says that Tim Cook uses an iPad for 90% of what he has to do in a normal day. 80 to 90% of what he needs to do, and the other 10% of course is probably on a regular old computer, as you know, we call them the trucks, but he says right here in an article, and he spoke at an actual conference about this, the Goldman Sachs Technology and Internet Conference. He says that he spends 80 to 90% of his time on an iPad either working or consuming media. So basically that's over 3/4 of his day is consuming and getting work done on an iPad, not an actual computer or a laptop as we think of it today. But Tim Cook says it's actually cannibalizing the actual laptop and computer sales of both Macs and PCs, and he says probably more, PCs because of people wanting to get an iPad and actually switching over to that kind of device and tablet. And he also talks in the last bit of the article that the price isn't exactly the most important thing either. He says it's more important to build a quality product and to keep innovating on great technologies. This has always been Apple's philosophy, to give customers the best product for the price that they pay. They don't want to cut anything out. They want to have a full feature quality product and put that in their customers' hands with great support on top of it. I've mentioned that in all my previous videos as well about Apple and kind of how they do business. But he also says that Tim Cook is not exactly intimidated by competition either. He says, competition is great as long as companies come up with their own original ideas and concepts. And he says not any of this copying stuff, which is kind of the same thing. Steve Jobs had kind of said, you should really come up with your original ideas and not just kind of patent copy everybody else. But that's a whole nother video. But anyways, I just wanted to share this article with you guys and kind of think with your thoughts about this art. Do you think most people are going to be like Tim Cook, that use an iPad or are going to be able to use an iPad 80 to 90% of their day for what they need to do? Or is it just because Tim Cook works at Apple and they probably have more specific applications that he uses for his daily tasks and his work rather than just carrying around a laptop or working on a desktop? I just want to ask you guys what your thoughts were on that. Please leave your comments below. I personally believe that this might eventually become the mainstream media, and it is becoming the mainstream consumption device for consumers and actually getting work done as well, because of the applications that are on the device, such as the iPad and the Android tablets. They're going to want to hold most of their stuff on their iPad because it's going to be connected directly to the internet, and they're always going to have that access to their own files via the iCloud system, at least with the iPad anyways. And it more likely will be the big thing that a lot of kids will have, because then they won't need to, parents won't have to go out and spend a lot of money on a laptop. They'll just be able to get them an iPad, and they'll be able to do basically 90% of what they could do on that laptop right there on that iPad. So some of the sacrifices are really, seems to be pretty easy, at least for Tim Cook, to make the sacrifices between a laptop and an actual tablet device. But I just wanted to ask you guys what your thoughts are. But I believe that the iPad will eventually outpace laptops, no question about it, and not like it already isn't, but it will become more mainstream, and tablets will play a major role, I think, in the revolution of the computer industry, and PCs really are going to be like trucks. I think Steve Jobs' vision on that is very, very clear, that households are going to be able to get a lot more iPads, for a lot less money than they would actual traditional laptop and desktop computers. So, and I can see each house maybe having one laptop or maybe even one desktop, but I think the rest are going to be iPads, because iPads are really going to be the main way to consume media. And I'm sure that there will be plenty more ways with software and hardware are becoming more evolved and actually be able to do a lot more on a tablet, as far as ways of becoming more innovative, how to actually do creative apps and create content. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But like I said, guys, leave me a comment. Let me know if you think that this is going to be 80% of the population in the next couple of years that are just going to be able to do all their work on their tablet, or are most people still going to need that laptop base? Because as we know, you can connect a Bluetooth keyboard to the iPad, or are they just going to have that keyboard there with their iPad in their dock, and they're just going to be able to take their iPad everywhere and take the keyboard when they're going to need it? Please leave a comment below. Love to hear what you guys think about this. Also, rate this video up if you happen to like this video. That helps me, and also subscribe. Helps me. I'll leave annotations here on the screen to my channel and a subscribe button if you guys would like to subscribe to me. That would be very, very helpful, and I sure would appreciate that. But anyways, guys, just wanted to let you know about this little article here. I'll leave a link in the description below so you guys can check it out for yourself, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great one until then, guys. Bye.